Okay. So today we are going to study metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Based on the physical and chemical properties, all the elements in the universe are broadly divided into three types, that is metals, non-metals, and metalloids. What did I say, Hafid? Well,
uh, based on
based on
elements,
based on
all the
what?
things in the universe,
Based on which property these are categorized? You are not
the
here, Hafid.
elements.
Listen properly what I'm speaking. I'm speaking that based on physical and chemical properties of the element, they are broadly divided into three types, that is metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Now tell
Okay,
what did I said?
based on the physical and chemical constitution of elements, there
Yes,
are three
very good.
types:
Yes,
metals, non-metals, and metalloids.
very good. Stay focused, okay? I will ask it randomly. Okay. Let's start with metals. Okay. Can you able to hear see? Tell Afid, can you able to hear and see properly?
Yes.
So, what are metals? Metals are the elements that are having one or two electrons, not more than one, two, the three electrons, up to three electrons. Metals are the element that is having one, two, or three electrons in the outermost shell. Okay,
Okay.
outermost shell only one, two, and three electrons. Okay, rest above one, two, or three electron, that is four, five, six, seven. They are all categorized as non-metal. Okay, that we will study after some time. But focus on this metal. Metals are the element which is having which is having generally one, two, or three electrons in the outermost shell. Okay,
Okay.
this is the very important characteristics of the metal. That is, they are the elements. Write with me. Okay, I will ask you
Okay.
in the outermost shell. You are with me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you suggest some name of metals?
Uh, iron, iron,
Yes.
steel.
Yeah, steel you can say. Some element. I want name of the element which is found in the periodic table. You have already studied periodic table in your lower classes, and you must be having a little idea about it. No problem, you can
Iron,
tell me. Yes, very good.
iron, then copper, copper,
Okay, no issue. Hold. Yes, yes. Okay, no
then
problem. I am
lead,
telling. Yeah. Mostly you have told me the non-metals. Okay. No issues. I'm going to tell you what are metals. Okay. Metals. Do you hear the metal potassium? Potassium, sodium.
yes,
Very easy. Magnesium. Do you hear it? Did you hear
yes,
it?
I can
This?
hear you.
Yeah. No, no. Did you know about this metal, that is potassium, sodium, magnesium before?
I know the elements, but I didn't know they were metals.
Okay, okay, no problem. Um, I'm telling you some examples of metal, that is potassium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, etc. etc. There are so many elements found in the periodic table which are categorized in as metals. Okay, what did I said before, that metals are the elements which are having one, two, or three electron in the outermost shell. Okay, K stand for potassium. You might be have some idea about this mnemonics. Na stand for sodium. Are you writing with me? And Mg
Yes.
stand for magnesium. Okay. The
Okay.
electronic configuration, outermost electronic configuration of potassium is 2881. Okay. Sodium electronic configuration outermost, that is 281. Magnesium, which type of noise is coming with?
My siblings are opening the door and closing it.
Please stay focused. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you are seeing on the screen that is potassium, which is having an electronic configuration 2881. What did I said earlier? That elements having one, two, or three electron in the outermost shell. The one in the potassium, the one in the sodium. Are you checking? Are you listening and are you
Yes.
watching? And two in the magnesium. These are the outermost electrons of these respective elements. So that's why they are considered as metals. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But there is an exception in this. You do you have any idea about the exception? Tell.
No.
There is an element that is no that is you have already here earlier, that hydrogen, very common,
Yes.
and another is helium. They are also having a configuration in the last shell, that is one or two, means in the last shell hydrogen having a configuration of one and helium two, but they are not considered as a metal. Okay, this is the
Okay.
exception. But they are metal. They are metals. Okay. Next point I want to tell you about metal. I'm giving you some basic idea only. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Second point, metals are the metals are the element that lose electron and form metallic cation. That is, I am showing you, they lose electron. Wait, I'm telling you how they lose electron and form electro electropositive ion, that is cation. What does it mean? Earlier I told you that sodium is having a configuration of 281.
Yes.
It is having atomic number of 11 and we can write it 281. Okay. 281. What did I tell you now? That they lose electron and form electropositive ion. What metals? This means that sodium is having a one electron in the outermost shell. That is total. It is having an 11 electron and 11 proton. Okay. When one metal is one electron is loose, that is it now become 10 electron. Okay, there will be a generation of positive charge on this sodium metal. So this is the very important
Okay.
characteristics of element, that is metal, that it loses one electron to form electropositive ion, that is cation. Na plus, lithium plus, sodium plus, these are all metals. Okay, plus
Okay.
charge always come when there is a loss of one electron. Okay, if there is a loss of two electron, there will be a charge of 2 plus. If 3 plus, based on this stability, the electrons are removed. Now, coming on the next topic, that is non-metals. Before moving further, I want you to summarize what did I tell you. Afik, just tell me. I told you I will ask it randomly.
Uh, Metals.
First point.
Whenever metals, it is an
Mhm.
element that has one
Don't
or
watch on
two.
the copy. Don't watch. I
Okay.
trust you.
Has
Yes.
one, two, or three electrons in its class configuration, such
Yeah.
as sodium,
Yeah.
potassium, and magnesium, and
Second
these
point.
elements
Mm-hmm.
these elements they lose electrons to form an electropositive ion, or
Electropositive ion.
known as or
That
known as
ion is known as what?
cations.
Cations. Very good. What is the another type of ion? Do you know? That is,
Anions.
yeah, very good, very good. And I told you about the exception of the metal.
Yes, hydrogen and helium.
How they are different from these other metals. So tell me. I told you that important characteristic of metal is that they are having one, two, or three electrons in the outermost shell, and they are considered as a metal. है ना? I told you. But in hydrogen and helium, although they are having one and two electrons in the outermost shell, but they are not considered as a metal. They are considered as non-metals. Okay, this is the exception. You remember it. They mostly ask in your exams, your board exams.
Okay.
Okay, write it if you have forget. Now coming towards non-metal. What are non-metal? In uh, in uh, in metal, there are one, two, or three electrons in the outermost shell, but in non-metal, there is four to seven electrons in the outermost shell. Okay,
Okay.
four to seven electrons. Metals generally lose electron and obtain a positive charge on the element. Okay, but non-metal generally gain electron and acquire a negative charge, that is anion, on the element. What did I tell? Repeat, Afid.
Uh,
Yeah.
Non-metals, it consists of 4 to 7
Mm-hmm.
electrons in the outermost shell,
Mm-hmm.
and they gain electrons to form an anion.
Yeah. They gain electron from anion. So write it. They generally gain electron. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting what I am speaking and what I am telling you?
Yes, I get it.
Okay. Good. That is anion. Some of the examples of non-metals are, I told you about metals that sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminum. These are the metal. But in case of non-metal, there is nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine. N stand for nitrogen. O stand for what? Tell.
Oxygen.
Yeah. This is very basic. You already studied in your lower classes. I must say. And Cl stand for?
Cl is chlorine.
Yeah, good. So I'm talking about oxygen. Oxygen is having an electronic configuration 2, 6. It is an atomic number. Has an atomic number 8, and it is written like this: 2, 6. So why does non-metal gain electron? To attain the stability. To attain the stability, they use to gain electron. Like in the second shell, mostly the maximum number of electron and any element can acquire is 8. Okay, here it is 6. Here it is 6.
Yes.
So to attain the stability, it
60.
takes two more electrons and form O negative charge, O minus 2. Okay, I told you, for after removing one electron, there is a positive charge on the element. If some element, if some element take two electron or one electron on itself, there will be a negative charge. Means they will acquire the stability. Here it is 6 electrons in the
Okay.
outermost shell. To attain the stability, there must be a need of two more electrons. So there will be a two more electrons which will be acquired, but in opposite charge I told you. Okay. So these are the non-metals. Next, hence you got to know they generally gain electrons and form an electronegative ion, that is anion. O minus 2 is known as anion. Anion minus 2 is anion, and plus 1 plus 2 is cation.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next topic, metalloids. Are you writing with me?
Yes.
Metalloid are nothing. They are just they are having the property of both metals and non-metals. This much you should know till now. Okay. They show the property of both metal and non-metals. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
One thing I want to ask you in the beginning of this lecture, I told you how many elements are there total in the beginning. I told you, no? Well, I was saying that this much of element were there, and this much these small question is naturally obtained, and these are synthesized in the laboratories. Can you tell me the number I told you in the very beginning of this lecture? Tell, did you remember?
No, ma'am.
No need to hesitate. I'll tell you. There are almost, I told you, 118 elements. Okay,
Okay.
118 elements around us. Out of these 118 elements, 92 elements are naturally occurring. Okay,
Okay.
rest how much left? It's a simple subtraction. That is 26. 26 are man-made or artificially synthesized.
Okay.
Artificially synthesized in the laboratories. Got it? Have you
Yes,
written?
ma'am.
If there is something left, you are with me. You are
Yes,
with
ma'am.
me, Afid. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'm going to teach you next topic, that is the physical properties of metals. Physical. Do you know any physical property of metal? Anyone? Tell.
Metals, they are
They are what?
they are lustrous.
Yeah. And any anyone, anything.
Uh, they are, and then they have malleability.
Yeah, yeah, they are valuable. Very good. And no issues. Very good. Very first physical property of metal about the density. Generally, metal is having a very high density. Very high density. Okay, as compared to non-metals. Okay, as compared to non-metal, they are having very high density. And upon these metals, can you suggest that element which is having the highest density? Any guess? Okay, no problem. Iridium. Did you hear this about before?
No.
Iridium. Iridium is the metal which is having the highest density. Highest density among all the metal. It is having around 22.5 gram per centimeter cube. And the lowest,
Lowest.
lithium.
Chin.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so don't forget about the density that metals. Everybody knows about the high density about the metals. Okay, but iridium, which is having the highest density of 22.5 gram per degree Celsius, and lithium, which is having a density of 0.5, such a low density per centimeter cube. So this is density is the first physical property of the metal. Second physical property of the metal is about boiling point. Wait, boiling point. Just like density, metals is having a high density, um, boiling a high density. Metals is having a high boiling point as well. Okay.
Okay.
Um, how many elements I told you just before starting this? I just want to check whether you are with me or not. Just now I told you how many total elements are there present around us.
There
Just now.
are
Don't watch.
118.
Don't watch in the copies. Just tell me.
There are 118 elements.
Very good. Stay with me, okay? I will ask any
Okay.
question. So where I was talking about the boiling point. Metals is having a very high boiling point among the metal. Tungsten is a metal. Tungsten. Tungsten. In short form, we write tungsten as W. Okay.
Okay.
It is having it is having a very highest melting point. Highest melting point. Where did you go, Napit?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
But stay with me.
Can can you how the tungsten symbol?
W. W.
The,
Okay. Tungsten it is having a very high melting point, very highest melting point, and gallium and caesium. Caesium. Gallium and caesium are the metal which is having the lowest melting point. Okay.
okay.
These are the things you will remember if you will keep revising the topic on the daily basis. After
Okay.
1 or 2 days, after 1 or 2 weeks, sorry, after revising, you will be having these point on your tips. Okay.
Okay.
So boiling point, what about boiling point? I told you that metals is having a high boiling point, and tungsten is the metal which is having the highest boiling point, and gallium and cesium are the metal which is having the lowest boiling point. They are now you can ask me, ma'am, how much low their boiling point is. Sorry, how much low their melting point is. I can tell you if you kept these metals that is gallium and caesium in your hand, they will start melting on your palm as well. This much low melting point it is having. So if you get a chance, you can try this, or you can watch on the YouTube as well if you are very interested in it.
Okay.
So these are two properties of the physical properties of the metal. Now the next property that is number three property of the metals are metals. You already know that metal are generally solid, but there is exception in this as well also. Metals are generally solid. Can you tell any metal which is liquid? Hmm. Having idea? Tell Afid.
No.
Have you ever used thermometer?
Oh yes, it has mercury.
Yeah, very good. Mercury. Mercury is a metal which is having a very low, which is having liquid at room temperature. You have already know that in room temperature is 32, 33 degrees Celsius, and you know in the case which is kept of mercury, it is liquid. You have already got. So it's a metal, but we have studied that metal are solid. But it's an exception to the to metals that mercury is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature.
Okay.
Okay. Exception. Exception means exception. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. So total, how much property, how many total properties I told you about the metals? That is about is density, about is boiling point, about is what about they are generally solid. Now the next property of next physical property I'm telling about, not chemical or physical property of the metal is they are lustrous. You told me, no?
Yes, sir.
Lustrous means what is the meaning of lustrous? Tell. Shiny. Any metal you have seen in your daily life which are shiny. Tell. Very basic it is.
That is
That is what? Good. Tell.
metal that is shiny.
What is silver? You have seen silver?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
That is
blue.
shiny. That is metal and they are shiny. Next physical property of the metal is malleable. You told me in the beginning, ma'am, metals are malleable. Metals are ductile. But after tell me what is the density of lithium?
Density of lithium.
I told you.
It is 2.
Yes.
Lithium is low, so it's 0.
Try to memorize thing with me. I'm asking question not just to defame you. I am just asking the question that you can easily learn all the things in your class and you don't have to take out time and revise it and then memorize it. Try to memorize in the class as well. Okay. I told you about very first topic about the density metals and having a high density, but the two metals which is having the highest and the lower density was lithium. I told you lithium is a it is having a very low density of 0.5 gram per cc per centimeter cube. And the highest
Ice is 22
name,
point.
name, name, name of the metal.
Highest. It is iridium.
Iridium. Good. Now coming towards the next physical properties, malleability and ductility. Metals are malleable as well as ductile. Malleable is the property of the metal in which they are beaten into thin sheets. Okay,
Okay.
they will not break, but they will continuously break. They can change into thin sheets. Their malleability, metals can be beaten into thin sheets. What is ductile? Ductility. What is ductility? Ductility property of the metal. Tell. What? Don't know? No problem. You can say
I'll
you don't know.
tell.
Then metals are drawn into thin wire. Malleability means they can be drawn into thin sheets. But when they are drawn into thin wire, then this is the property of the metal, that is the ductility. Okay,
Okay.
can be drawn into thin wire. Are you writing with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Next property is hard. You know that metals are hard in nature. Already know it.
Yes.
It's a very basic, but there is an exception that there is an exception about two metals which are, although they are metal, but they are not very hard. Tell me.
Uh, Mercury.
No, no, they, that is the kid. I'm talking about hard. Sodium. Na means sodium. Sodium and K, that is potassium.
Potential.
They are the metals which are very soft. They are this much soft that they can be easily cut with the knife.
Okay.
Sodium and potassium are the metals which are very soft, but generally metals are hard. I can write you, but generally generally metals are written. After have you written it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me. I want to keep the reason. Tell me how many elements are there total.
There are 118 elements.
Okay. How many elements which are man-made? Man-made.
Ma'am, it's 26.
Very good. And rest is naturally occurring. You already know. Next opening. What is the characteristic feature of metal? How can you distinguish that this particular element is a metal and this particular element is non-metal? Tell. Starting. I
Uh,
don't even understand.
metals,
About, I want to know about the electronic configuration. Just tell.
metals have one or two, three electrons in their outer shell,
Yeah.
while non-metals they have four to seven electrons in their outer shell.
Out of these metal and non-metal, which element form cation or anion?
Uh, Metals form cations, which
Yeah.
is losing an electron
Losing an electron. Very good. And
to
that
form
non-metals?
to form an electropositive ion, and then non-metals they gain electrons
Yes.
to form electronegative ion, which is an ion.
Okay, very good. I want the name of two elements that is having one or two electron in the outermost shell, but they are not metals. What are they? Are metals. Tell me.
Hydrogen, hydrogen and helium.
Hydrogen and helium. Very good. And now coming towards the physical property. Physical property, I want to know about lithium. Tell me about the density of lithium.
Lithium it has the lowest density, which
Yes.
is zero point 0.5 g
Hmm. Grams.
gram gram centimeter cube.
per centimeter cube. If there is a slash after any unit, that is known as per. It means it is a divided by gram. Okay, I am telling you. Wait. Gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube means gram upon centimeter cube. We can write like this: gram per centimeter. Are you able
Okay.
to see?
No, it's not presenting.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Yeah, I'm saying this. Gram per centimeter cube. What does it mean? Gram per centimeter cube. It can also be written as gram divided by centimeter cube or gram per. It is divisible sign can be write like this also. Okay. Per
Okay.
means divisible. And I want to know uh, I want to know the name of the metal which is having the high boiling point and high melting point. Just tell me
Highest
about high melting point. Tell me.
highest boiling point is tungsten.
And
Lowest is gallium and
William
cas- cassium.
Asian.
Cassium.
Okay. Okay. Very good. And I told you that metals are generally liquid, sorry, solid at room temperature. There is a metal which is liquid at room temperature. I told you about the thermometer.
Uh, Mercury.
Very good. And silver. Silver is having a shiny property. This property is known as which property?
It is
Fast,
lustrous.
lustrous. Fast, I've already told you. Don't waste time. The next property, which point is should be? Last point, 7. 8th point, I want to tell you about metals that they are sonorous. Sonorous means, well, sonorous means there is a voice. When they are hit by any hammer or a hard material, they produce sound. Okay, this sonorous property is shown by metals only. Okay, non-metals. Okay, get it? Get it? Are you there with me?
Can you explain the property again?
Sonorous means if any metal is hidden by a hard substance, if I am having any metal, like I am having this, okay, and I am hitting it, it is producing sound. So
Yes.
this is the property known as sonorous. Sonorous means to produce sound. Metals usually produce sound when it hit by a material or anything, they collide each other or anything, they produce sound. Okay, this is a property of metal also. And one last point about physical property about metal is that metal usually have a silver and gray colors. Okay, Fifth, stay with me. Don't distract yourself.
Yes.
Metals usually have a silver, gray in color. Okay, just like other properties, there is an exception in every point. It is also having an exception. Why are you taking noise? Taking out noise? Gold and copper. These are the metals which are not silver and gray. Gold already. Which color of gold it is?
Gold is it is in yellowish color.
Yes, yellowish golden color. So these are the two elements which are not silver and gray. Usually metals are have a silver and green color. Now the next. thing I want to think about the physical property of non-metals. Are you able to get it? What did I tell till now?
Yes.
Sure. If you have any
Yes.
doubt, any problem, you can ask.
Okay, ma'am.
Physical property of non-metals. Non-metals are the elements which does not have the same property just like metal. They have an opposite property as that of the metal. Okay, that's why they are called as non-metal. It's a basic thing. And some of the physical properties are metals are usually solid at room temperature, but non-metals can be solid, liquid, and gas at room temperature. Okay,
Okay.
occur as solid, liquid, and gases at room temperature. Written metals. I told you that metals are malleable. They are ductile as well, but non-metals are non-malleable, non-ductile. Okay, they are writing in short. Okay, non-malleable, non-ductile, as well as they are non-sonorous. What is sonorous? Sonorous property of metal. Just now told you.
Sonorous, they like produce sound, noise.
So non-metal does not produce any sound. They are non-sonorous, and they are also bad conductor of heat and electricity.
Okay.
Metals can conduct electricity. Okay, bad conductor. Silver is a metal, and they are very good conductor of electricity. But do you know why we don't use silver in a wire or something to produce electricity? They are very good conductor of electricity, but we didn't use it. Why?
Heat,
Hmm? They are very
because of heat.
costly. That's why they are used in a bulk amount in any electricity equipment. If we will use it, they will be very costly. It will be not cost effective. So bad conductor of heat and electricity. So these are the some physical properties of non-metal. Just like metal is having some exception of exceptions, non-metal is also having some exception, which I will tell you about in the next class. Okay.
Okay,
Any
ma'am.
query? Anything you want to ask? Okay. Or shall I ask some questions?
You can ask
Just to
questions.
memorize. Just to memorize. Please don't watch. Don't watch in the notebook.
Okay.
There is no use of asking question if you're watching in a notebook. Just try to recall it. I'm not going to beat you or I'm going to say anything. How many elements? First. How many
Can
elements?
can you repeat the question?
How many elements in the universe till now?
There is 118 elements.
Okay. Lowest, what we call, lowest density. Element which is having a lowest density. Tell
Lowest density is lithium.
fast. Lithium. How much?
Zero point gram per centimeter cube.
22.5 gram per centimeter cube. Which element is heavy? Highest
That
density
is
is heavy.
iri-
Speak fast.
iridium.
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 Very good. Very good. You are very good. Element which is liquid at room temperature.
Liquid
I
at
I want spontaneous answer.
metal. Metal. So it's mercury.
Very good, very, very good. And next is about what is the property ductility known as? If somebody asks you,
Duct,
what is ductile? Metal is ductile. Like,
ductiles, they can be made into thin wire.
yeah, yeah. And malleability? Tell. You're watching. You're watching.
Malleability, it can be made into a sheet.
Issue. And when you go to your school, your mama used to pack lunch for you. Have you ever seen that she used to wrap the food in a aluminium foil? Yeah,
I
aluminium
can't
foil.
hear
She
you.
used to make it stay the food hot. That is
The,
metal. Aluminum is a metal, and ductility is the sorry, malleability is the property of this metal that sheet can be um, made into that material can be made into a thin sheet. How, you know na, that how much thin that paper is, aluminum sheet which you used to.
the foil.
Yeah, yeah, very cheap. But you can't make non-metal non-metals make into thin sheet. So malleability and ductility are the only property of the metal, not non-metal. It's a very important answer, and from aluminum foil you can memorize this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Okay, we will start tomorrow. Thanks so much. Hope you like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes.
Very good.